Hello, my name is Sanjna. I did my undergraduation in economics and realized towards the end of the course that I was rather interested in environmental studies, and so here I am. Today, I want to talk about a project I did in the summer through an internship in Bangalore, India. We were working on the dry waste collection centers or DWCCs in the city that segregate and recycle dry waste. Dry waste is defined as waste that is non biodegradable and is recyclable. I interned at Sensing Local, which works in tandem with the Municipal Corporation of Bangalore called the BBMP. The BBMP runs the administration of the city through 8 divisions and 192 wards. To cater to the growth waste generation problem within the city, the BBMP drafted a Municipal Solid Waste Management Rules 2016 to be implemented from 2017, which made it mandatory for households to segregate waste at source. Despite having a robust legislation within the country, this implementation lacked due to the lack of knowledge around waste, its categories, and also its disposal. The company then assigned two of us, my colleague and I, to prepare a draft of dry waste management around the world and how world lessons could be intertwined to help us improve the city's situation. Initially, this project involved just qualitative secondary research on community recycling centers across the world to draw on their learnings. We focused on their functions, where they're located, and how to set them up. We then focused on the recycling and upcycling markets within our city. And since waste could be an important contributor to the circular economy, we also focused on that. Once we had this qualitative research on the possibilities of what the DWCC could be, we then set out to understand the on ground realities of the DWCCs. These are 167 in number across the 8 divisions, ranging from small to large plot sizes and run by different agencies. We sorted through all of these and found 9 that were representative of these 3 factors. We created a questionnaire based on the DWCC's current capabilities to meet the criteria. After visiting 2 WCCs, we came back and revised our questionnaire because the questions we posed were not giving the answers we were looking for. We also learned to contain conversation so that the interview with the DWCC staff goes on for only 45 minutes as against the 1.5 hours initially. We also used Google Forms instead of paper, which had an effect on the sort of conversation we had with the staff. While we collated with this information, we also realized that due to infrastructural, budgetary, and management constraints, we could not implement a lot of the ideas around renovation, and then decided to stick to 3 basic forms of improvisation. The last of which was dedicating a community recycling center. As a part of the analysis, we then assigned these 9 DWCCs to 3 basic improvisations, prepared case studies to allow further investigation of the remaining DWCCs. While I'm not sure where the project went on, I'm more than happy to find out and share with everyone the study. To conclude, I would like to focus on the difficulties of running research within an organizational setup, especially combining secondary and primary research with the time and resource constraints we had, the number of revisions you need to make to actually get this process rolling, but also the satisfaction of seeing all of it fall into place. This has been my story of evidence, and thanks so much for listening in.